Become a general of mighty armies at the Kings of War Hub. Take command of elves, dwarves and orcs in this game of massed fantasy combat on beastsofwar.com. Twisted aliens and demented cultists battle across the devastating science fiction world of Dark Age. Muster your forces and learn to survive at beastsofwar.com.
So, hi everybody, I am joined by Dave from Hawk Wargames because UK Games Expo is just around the corner. It's so close. Dave, you and the guys are going to be there, and I want to find out what you guys are going to be getting up to this year.
Well, it's quite a big show for us this year, UK Games Expo. It's probably the biggest booth we've ever had at a show anywhere, ever, I think.
All right, so this is that bet big or go home moment for you guys?
It is, yeah. It was a real kind of, right, let's do the absolute best we can with a show and do as much as we can with the booth space. So there's a lot going on the booth and off the booth as well for us at UK Games. We're a major sponsor as well, so it's quite a big deal for us. You know,
well, you want to make noise about it.
Yeah.
It's a show that you're so involved with. But
Yeah.
I mean, like, I kind of have to say, you need that big footprint in the hall because every show you go to, you bring the monster.
Not every show because it's a monster. You know, it usually only goes to UK Games Expo and Salute. It's been to Spiel once.
Yeah. Has it ever made it to Gen Con?
It's never made it to Gen Con, no. Turns out getting it to America is a problem because it's basically hollow and full of wires because of all the lighting and everything. And
I can imagine the TSA
hollow, full of wires.
Yeah,
it's a challenge. So we looked into it, but
well, I mean, I have had horror stories where there was a miniature. It was brand spanking new, not out yet. Big kit, studio painted,
hollow,
wrapped up in a bag, battlefront bag, taken through the TSA. Excuse me, sir, is that hollow? Parts of it. Can you open it up, sir? Crunch. And it was just like, why?
I've heard of that as well. Yeah, it's painful.
But I do have to say, this is such a showpiece. It's such an eye-catching thing on your stand. I mean, like, if you could get it to America, I'm sure the American public would go nuts for it, just going, oh my God!
We have looked into it, and we've not completely abandoned the idea of getting it to the States. I mean, it's been on our show circuit for a couple of years now. For those of you who don't know what it is, it's the Avenger, which is a 3 meter long, 10mm scale strike carrier. So it's in Dropzone scale. But it's a ship from Dropfleet, and in Dropfleet it's tiny. It's only like 6 centimeters long. It's a very small ship, frigate sized.
I mean, I always love it because it gives you that real sense of this is how many ships are going to drop from this. It gives you that Starship Troopers cinematic moment.
Yeah, I mean, it was a mad, bonkers, crazy project, and I did it mostly off my own bat because I wanted to. Yeah. You know, it doesn't make a great deal of business sense to do this, but it's fun. And I'll never do it again, frankly. It was like 1,000 hours work, and never again.
Honestly, your labour of love, totally worth it.
Yeah. But it's going to UK Games, and it's probably going to be the last time we bring it to a show in the UK.
No.
So it's like the last flight of the Avengers. So if you've not seen it, don't miss the booth and come and see it. Because you know, we might bring it to the States, and it might be a one-way trip, depending on how that goes. We don't know.
I see.
But we're thinking about it. But we need to do something new at shows next year. So this is probably the last chance you'll get to see it if you're in the UK. So don't miss out on that.
So next year, Dropzone scale Beijing?
Oh, everyone says that. Everyone says, oh, you build a battleship. A battleship would be, I think, 10 meters long, something like that. I could do it in foam and hang it from the ceiling. I've had mad, crazy ideas, and I'd love to, maybe send one of them through to completion. And I do sometimes get my way with mad, crazy ideas, but we'll see.
Now, see, what you need to do is you need to get like balloon sculptors to do it, and then hang that from the ceiling.
Yeah, like there was a giant Pikachu at Spiel last year, something like that. But no, I mean, it's a good chance to see the thing, and that'll be on the booth. But there's a lot of other stuff on the booth too that's going to be cool that we've not done before.
Well, tell us. This is what you're here for. People want to know.
So there's the Space Station Builders competition. That's going to be basically a hobby table on the desk with a huge, great big pile of Space Station sprues for our Dropfleet modular kit. and clippers and glue. And from there, you just turn up, find a seat, and build some space stations. It's all free. You don't have to pay for it. And
see, it's letting people try before they buy, playing with the kit. I like the idea.
Yeah, and there's going to be an empty cabinet next to the building area. And if you want to put yours in the competition, you put your space station in the cabinet. And then the best one at the end will get a prize.
Right. Important question. Has to be built on the day?
It has to be built there, yeah. You can't bring anything with you or anything broken like that. No, you've got to build it from...
Yeah, no, I was thinking, if you guys remember the Dropfleet weekend, I was just going to bring the monster.
Just bring the monster. Just go, boom, I win, witness me. Yeah, no, you...
I still remember the scenario we played with that.
It was cool.
Such fun.
It was fun. It was a crazy mission, but it was fun.
Oh, but it worked so well.
Yeah.
If we had time, I would love to have brought it and actually play that game out at UK Games Expo, but I don't think we'll be able to.
We want to do it again. I want to make use of that at some point, because it is awesome and it's a really cool piece, and how the ships all detach and everything. It's a really nice piece of work, and it'd be cool to use it again at some point. But,
yeah, well, here's the other thing. What else is on the booth then?
So there's some painting guides, and because UK Games has a more broad audience perhaps than like a show like Salute is just wargamers only, and everyone who goes there knows how to paint miniatures. Probably, they've
it's a very focused show.
Your chances are you're going to be quite experienced. You don't really need to know how to paint miniatures, but for UK Games Expo, there's a lot of people who are perhaps board gamers or other kind of gamers who haven't really tried miniatures, and usually it's quite intimidating when you see nicely painted miniatures, and then you're told that they come unpainted, and you go, maybe not for me.
Well, it's even that unbuilt thing, because I remember whenever the board game scene was becoming so much bigger within the industry, some of the war games companies jumped in on it, and they would actually sell the board games with the miniatures unbuilt, thinking, oh, of course, all war gamers are going to buy this, and then they're going to want to build and paint it, because that's what they do.
Yeah.
I've heard stories that people will get up to them and go, yeah, hi, I bought your game, and the miniatures are broken. Broken? Oh, okay, what part's broken? Well, the arm isn't on the torso. No. It's unbuilt. It's unbuilt. You have to build it. I have to what?
Yeah, it's a thing, and it's kind of you got to try as a company. I mean, obviously our miniatures are multi-part for the most part, and they always will be. But you've to kind of show people how easy it is to do that, and how to paint Dropfleet ships easy. I've been working on this for a while, so there's a display of like 40 cruisers, 10 of each faction, step by step from unpainted to decent tabletop standard. Not unattainable studio standard, but like just not really requiring many advanced skills, like no hard edge highlighting, like none of that stuff, just ink washes, dry brushes, basic detail work, but they look good at the end, and most people would be happy with them. But it's kind of, so we've got that on display, plus there's going to be a live painting demo that will run all the time. As for gaming, we've got our usual demo tables where we're demoing Dropzone and Dropfleet, but at the end of each day we're going to be glomming the tables together to play a participation game every day, where you see Dropfleet and Dropzone play together. So that's quite fun. It's good for the end of the day if you've done looking around and you want to do something a bit fun. That's cool to jump in on that. That's as many players as we can get, as we can fit around a table can play on that one. It's going to be very fast and loose, like an hour of mayhem max.
That's the fun of it, though. Getting those big set pieces where everybody can get involved is just so much fun.
Yeah.
Now, you are having a trade stand there as well, so people who see the game, are interested in the game, can drop in and actually pick up stuff, yeah? Yeah,
we're carrying everything, the whole full range of both systems, and some new show-onlys as well that are brand new for this year.
Well, I think you've given me a couple of images here, so let me know if I get them right or wrong. If I get them wrong, feel free to smack me. So what's the first one?
This is the Athens. The Athens is a light cruiser for the UCM. It's a resculpt of the Osaka, which is it's the same ship rules-wise, but this is a completely new sculpt. The hull, it's all resin. This model. It's pretty cool.
I love the design work you've done on the central turret, having that quad barrel cannon in there. Makes it really look mean.
It's a brand new piece, because the normal one has 2 turrets with 2 barrels, and this one has 1 big turret with 4. It's only 1 profile in the game, so it doesn't make any difference as far as gameplay goes. So it's tournament legal, which is nice.
And I think this is another angle of it.
Yeah, it's another angle from the front, so it's a bit pointier, a bit more streamlined than the regular light cruiser is. because obviously that's part of the multi-part plastic kit.
Yeah.
And this one's a kind of purpose-built resin one. It's just a different thing, you know. You don't have to have them, but it's cool.
You see, I like the fact that even though it's a show exclusive, it doesn't change the rules. The one thing I'm always scared of whenever companies say, "Oh, we're going to do a show exclusive miniature," does it have rules? Yes. Are they individual to it? Yes. But what if I can't make it to the show and my mate can? He's playing with something I can possibly never actually lay my hands on.
Yeah.
Doing it this way, where it is another variant of the hull and the actual ship, makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's much better, and then people can use it in tournaments. And there's nothing worse than a model that you can't get hold of that is actually tournament ready. And that's we never want to go down that route.
Now, there's a question as well, because I remember at Salute you guys had just was it this? Yeah, you guys had this one at Salute this year, didn't you?
Yeah, we did, and we had we didn't have any Saratogas because we've got a web version, which is one with the burn through instead of the turret. That's web only. I don't think we're going to have any of those at UK Games.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
But this is the show only one, so obviously that's where you get this.
It's a nice touch to do it that way.
Yeah, I mean we sold out very fast at Salute, but
yeah, I was sneaky.
Yeah, it was because we had the Saratoga was web only, and that was before Salute, and and the casting team just couldn't make them quick enough, and it was a choice for us. You know, do we make more of the show onlys and then not make the Saratogas for the web orders? And that wasn't really a choice. It was kind of, well, we've got to do the web orders.
Yeah, of course,
because people have already bought them. You know,
exactly.
So we only had something like 100, I think, Athens at Salute, and they were gone in about half an hour or something crazy like that. So
it wouldn't surprise me. Was this one of those cases of, okay, one per customer?
Yeah,
we coming up with a fake moustache. I should like to buy a ship, sir.
Yeah, we limited them. I think we did 2 per customer, but they went fast. And UK Games were going to have a lot more. I would expect to sell out. I'd hope to sell out, but I don't know.
Well, this is the thing. Yeah. It's a beautiful piece, so hopefully you will. And then you've not left Dropzone alone. This is one thing I like. You've got Dropzone and Dropfleet, but you haven't forgot about Dropzone. Whenever you came to this game, that was another worry I had, was that Dropzone might fade into the background, but it hasn't. It has continued to charge on, which is great. So you have a web exclusive for Dropzone as well.
This is the show exclusive for Dropzone. This one, this is Shaltari. This is the Scorpion, which is a resculpt of the Jaguar. So in the same way that the Athens can be used in games, this is a replacement for the Jaguar as a miniature. It's more closely resembles the Tarantula and the Bird Eater, which are kind of the little walkers for the small walkers for the Shaltari. So if you want to build a kind of consistently themed army, it's quite cool. It's quite big actually. It's kind of a bit smaller than palm sized, but it's it's wider than the Jaguar but shorter. Doesn't have any real bearing on gameplay, and again it's tournament legal, so you can use those in place of Jaguars or have a mix, whatever you like really.
See, it's nice to have those things that people come up and go, you know, do you have it? Do you have it? Oh my God, you have it! Yes, my day is made.
Yeah, no,
it's those little moments of joy.
Yeah. No, those are cool, and you know the show onlys are always a nice thing that we do, and you know it's a good reason to come and see us at shows beyond all the other stuff.
See, it's the thing I found out about these shows is whenever you're coming to a show like UK Games Expo, Gen Con, wherever, you're going there, you're wanting to see some new games, learn about new worlds, but you're also wanting to meet the people behind the games and actually get a chance to talk to them, and that's something that's really, really special.
Yeah, and I will be there all the time, basically glued to the booth. I never get off the booth, ever, at shows.
So like, you just send off a minion for your lunch and he comes back with it?
Yeah, or not at all. Like, there's many shows where I just haven't eaten all day, but I usually try and... There's more of us now, so it's easier. But, you know, the only time I'll be away from the booth, actually, is on Sunday. 12 noon, I'm actually doing a seminar, which is the first seminar I've ever done, which will be interesting. Okay, well, and that's the 12 noon slot. I can't remember the room, but it's on the UK Games Expo website. It's about how we make miniatures effectively. It's more general interest, so it's not pitched specifically to Dropzone or Dropfleet people. So you know, if you're just generally interested in how I design models and how we Hawk make models, it covers all of that. So everything from my early sketch work through to vaguely how I do CAD, to then what we do with the CAD, and then a little bit on whether you do resin, plastic or metal for manufacture, pretty much.
See, this is the thing, Dave. Between the two games, the real heart of the core designs has always been inside your head.
Yeah.
You know, you have that mega mind of just, yes, I know what's happening within the Dropfleet and Dropzone universe entirely. I know where everything's going and coming from.
Yeah, it's all my baby, and that's it's frustrating for the team sometimes because they're like, "What are we doing with this?" And like, "Oh, I don't really want to tell you yet." But
so basically, they want to put a little plug in the back of your neck that you can just jack you into a machine and download you and just have a database of Dave.
Yeah, or just 4 of me in the CAD factory. So I'd spend most of my time in the CAD cave. Probably maybe 90% of my hours at Hawk is probably spent doing CAD. Maybe 80% now, but.
Yeah, but it's nice to be able to do that, to have that creative freedom to continue to actually push forward your ideas for the game.
Yeah, which is really important and really cool, and you know, I do enjoy it. Obviously, I love making models, so that's that's the part of the job that I find one of the most satisfying things is making things and seeing things made, and that's kind of what the seminar's all about. So it's an hour slot, but it will be about 45 minutes, probably 25 minutes of me blattering away and question time as well. So you know, if you're in any way interested in making miniatures, it's probably worth coming along
and having a look at it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, that's on Sunday, which will be the only time you won't be able to catch me on the booth. All the rest of the time, I'll be there chatting to people.
Well, Dave, it sounds like you're going to have a busy weekend. I hope you have a fantastic show because you guys do some gorgeous models and you have 2 great games out there. Thanks a lot, mate.
Cool. Awesome.
See you at Expo.
Cheers.
All right, guys, drop your comments in below. Are you looking forward? Are you going to be dropping in to the Hawk Wargames stand at UK Games Expo? We'll move on. We'll see you in another one.
Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now, and be sure to check out beastsofwar.com for the latest gaming news and gaming Let's Plays. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.